bit better. Zoom you in. Ooh, that was some zoomy right there. Hang on. If I could go out just a tad, I'd be happy. Of course, it doesn't ever want to do that, right? How's that? That look good? I think that looks good. What do you all think? All right, let me get over here to my little chair and I'll be able to see my little chat. And of course, now I really want to move the whole table, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. First of all, let's skip this ad. Skip the ad. There's the video. Hi, there you all are. How is everybody today? I hope you're doing well. I have been a busy beaver today. I didn't realize there were drills over there I needed to do. Huh? All right, so I'll talk about this in a second. But I've been busy. So who all is here? Mutt Nuts is here. Dawn, Lori, Joe, Marion's here. Joyce is here. Emma, hello. Sherry, hello. Cheryl's here. Hey, Cheryl. Vanessa, how you doing? GMR is here. Manette, hello, Manette. Molly, hello, Molly. Who else do we have? Paula, Marianne, Patty, Kathleen. I haven't heard from you in so long. How are you? I heard you had COVID, though. I hope you're feeling better. I saw your post that you had COVID. That stinks. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better, though. John's here. Jane from Hailing Island. Where is that? I've never heard of that. Cynthia's here. Deborah's here. Deborah, you're cross-stitching. Nice. Lynn, hello. Michelle, hello. I think I pretty much have everybody. Molly, your first time here? Well, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Yes, we do some crazy things sometimes. You never know what's going to happen, but we have a good time. We have a good time. Oh, it's in the UK. All right. Okay. That's why I've never heard of it. Hello, Jeanette. How is Jeanette doing? Hi, Dawn. Yeah, UK. Huh. Welcome, Molly. See, people welcome you. We like having new people here. It's a fun place to hang out. We have a great group of people. There's some regulars here, and they hang out every week, and we just have a great time. Everybody's super nice and super friendly, so we have a great time. Hello, Sue. First time you've ever had it. That stinks, doesn't it? I mean, we're how many years into this thing now? And I know. Now you get it. Anyhow, I hope you're feeling better. So, yeah, today I have been busy. And that accounts for why I have this painting out on my table. So I've been doing a lot of things today. And one of them involved me being in that bedroom, that bedroom. It was fairly organized for quite a while, and then it's gotten a little out of hand, and I was looking for some stuff for a video, and I was talking about wanting to finish stuff. I've been talking a lot about finishing things. I want to finish stuff. I'm not the kind of person that likes to have a bunch of unfinished projects. I don't like to have unfinished stuff. And lately, I'm feeling like I have too many unfinished things. And it starts to get a little annoying, I'm going to have to move this fish. This fish is right where I want to put my tray. This is my fish cover minder from Saban. So as I was pulling this painting out to work on it, I was like, I don't have a cat diamond painting. It's still in my way. I guess I'll be okay there. I don't have a cat diamond painting. So I pulled out a dog. My little dachshund's over there. I figured dog, cat, we're close. But then I remembered I had this fish that I got from Saban at one of our retreats. She was so sweet, and she brought these really nice cover minders for everybody. And I thought that was super sweet. So I remembered I got a fish. And I mean, you don't know it now, but there's fish at the bottom of this painting. So anyhow, a fish worked. Hello, Christopher. How is Christopher? Thought I saw somebody else pop in. Joe. Hello, Joe. Hello, Sue. So yeah, this is my Craftably mystery painting. It's an oldie but a goodie. When did I work on this thing? Way back in, I don't know, April, May, somewhere in there. We did a mystery event, and this was my mystery painting. So it's been around for a hot minute. And of course, I never finished it during the month of our event. So I'm in between projects right now. I finished up my snowman from Francesca's. I did another little project, kept me busy for a couple days, and now I'm kind of in limbo before I start smashing the specials. And I didn't really, well, the last little project I worked on was a special drill. Thank you, Kathleen. Yeah, so this is a mystery painting. Yes, it is. Hello, Lisa. How's Lisa? Um, that's the way to do it, Christopher, to say hello to everybody. I always just say hi to everybody. There's so many of you. Hello. But that's a cute way to do it. Just their first name and a little, that's cute, Christopher. I like that. Yep, so it's a Craftably mystery. It is a cat. There's some fish. There's some flowers. Um, and I'm more than halfway. I'm more than halfway. So I thought, well, let me pull it out and work on it for a couple of days anyhow, until I have to like put it away, to do smashing the specials. So that's what I did. I pulled it out, and we're going to see what we can get done today, tomorrow. You know, I have several paintings in that bedroom that are partially started, 3/4 of the way started. I mean, you know, maybe like this one I feel is like halfway done. I want to get some of these things done. So I'm going to try to work on them like occasionally, right? Occasionally. Oh, you did the back to school canvas. How did that turn out, Lisa? It's so cute. I love the back to school kids from Dreamer Designs. I love them. They're so cute. But it turned out cute too, didn't it? I need some more Not Your Mama's Mud here. I pulled out a pen that I liked, pretty purpley and blue pen, super pretty. I like that one. Pulled that out. I just thought, let's just work on something for a while. I would love to say I could get a bunch of these things finished, but you know how that goes. I do, well, and here's my plan. What I've been doing for events is I've been working on things that are smaller. I haven't been working on huge paintings. Okay. So I think that helps because I can get those finished. And like, for example, in November, my gnome painting was a nice size. It was easy to complete. And I completed that and a few more other small things, which was great. I did the same thing in December. I finished the snowman and I was able to work on a couple of other small things when I finished those. So if I keep doing that, I mean, I could have pulled out bigger canvases and just worked on them, as a fill-in after I finished the main painting for the event. But anyhow, it is what it is. I'm trying. I need more than a month. So I would need like, I don't know. I could probably work for 6 months and maybe finish up everything I've got some drills on. If I worked for 6 months, maybe. You got all three of your whips done, Joe? That's amazing. That's got to feel really good. I really don't like having so many things that aren't finished. I have several crochet projects, although those don't bother me as much. I mean, I don't know why. They're in bags. I consider them ongoing projects, that I work on a little bit here or there. Those don't bug me as much as the diamond paintings do. The diamond paintings not being finished is just kind of like, really? Because I mean, I used to always finish all of my paintings for my events, and then it got to the point where, I don't know, I just wasn't finishing. So then they started kind of piling up. The unfinished stuff just started piling up a little bit. And then, I did do some testing stuff, like let's just put some drills on this painting I got from this company I've never worked with before, just to kind of see how everything's working. Does it look good? Are the drills fitting nice? How's it turning out? I call those my testers. I know you guys still call them whips. I know, I know, I know. But I was just calling them my little test canvases. How'd it look? How'd it turn out? Anyhow, I need to get stuff done. I do. Um, yes, Sue. That's why we kind of started doing that. Hello, Julie. Especially with like the chuck along, we'll let you work on one that you've already started. Um, it makes it a lot easier. The paintings are getting big, and I've been consciously looking for paintings that are smaller for my events for me to work on. Hello, Paula. Um, Hi, Shannon. Too many whips. I know, right? Trying like mad to get your Christmas elves done. Yeah, I get it. I so get it, right? Oh, you completed 7 whips this year. That's awesome. I did get into more crochet. That is true, Deborah. I did get into more crochet. And okay, as I was gathering up some stuff, I'll tell you, you guys are here. You guys get the inside info because you're here. I'm working on something I haven't done before. I mean, I've wanted to do it before, but I've just thought how difficult it was to do. And that is a year-end review of everything I worked on. Well, not everything I worked on, but everything I finished. How's that? Everything I finished. So I have been gathering up all of my projects. The reason I've never done it before is I'm one of those people that, I mean, my canvases don't just all end up in a pile somewhere that's easy to go snatch them up and make a video. My canvases are all over the place. Many of them get framed. Um, some are in one place because they're large. Some are in another place because they're smaller. My stuff is all over the place. I do 2 months with Smash and the Specials, and I get a lot of stuff done, but I've given a lot of it away. Okay, I've given it a lot of it away. Did I say that right? I have given a lot away. Yeah. um, and so I don't have those items anymore, but those are all over the place. There are some, like I have some of the pendant things hanging. I have keychains in another place. I have the little canvases in a different spot. It's a lot. And gathering it up today, trying to gather it up to do a video, I realized this is why I've never done it before, because I literally have spent several hours today gathering things I finished last year. It's a lot. Okay. It's a lot. I'll just say. Um, but I have finished a lot, Lynn. I really have. There were only a couple of months that I didn't finish my painting for like my event. There was one painting I did it over 2 months because it fit into both events. I mean, the big paintings, I haven't finished as many, but when we start talking about Smash and the special stuff, I have a ton of stuff. All right, I have a ton. Um, and as I've been gathering it up today, that's what caused me to start looking in the bedroom at stuff. And I have at least organized in the bedroom. There is one corner that has boxes and tubes of paintings that are started, right? And the drills are in there in the bedroom on a shelf in their containers. So it wasn't hard to find the drills for this, or they're in the boxes, and they're just rolled up with the paintings. This one was right in there on the shelf, this little box I'm using here. You can't see it. I'll show you. This is just a little Rubbermaid thing. I mean, I got it like at the dollar store or something. And it works fine for pre-bagged drills. I just put them in there, right? They're in there. Works well. So, and Michelle, I do have pictures. So for the ones that I don't physically have anymore, I do have pictures of them and I have them in my logbook. So, I mean, I'll show them that way. But I mean, people like to see everything, they like to not just see a picture of it. So I'm gonna show as many as I can. And I have some that are framed. So I have to go find, where do I have the framed ones at? Sometimes they're put away downstairs because I set them aside for, a certain season or a certain holiday. So they're kind of tucked away. Um, I have things that are in boxes downstairs that are like, I know I'm missing like a little Valentine gnome because it's one of those little stand up wooden ones. I know I'm missing him because he's in my Valentine's decorations somewhere. There's another spring item is in a box with like my spring type decorations or Easter or something like that. So they're just they're hard to find everything. Um, so I'm doing it. It's going to be a little while yet, but I'm working on it. So I just decided to gather it all up and take it downstairs because we have this big table downstairs, which I cleaned off because I thought Dale was wanting to put up the Christmas village this year. Well, that didn't happen. The Christmas village did not get put up, but the table down there is cleaned off. So it's empty, and I'm able to just like start collecting everything and putting it down there. I have like 3 paintings upstairs here that are framed. I'll have to take those downstairs. There are 3 upstairs that were just laying in there on the bed. Although I had been taking them downstairs. I got a little portfolio down there and like a big bag type thing. So, I mean, I was trying to be organized. I was really working on organization last year, and I don't think I did too bad. Of course, there comes a point in time where life happens and things pile up, and that's kind of where things are at right now. Things in that room are piling up at this moment. I left some of those canvases upstairs on the bed because they're things I really, really, really would like to frame. Really, really would like to frame. So your Christmas Elves DP was on its 3rd year. That's right. Just get it done, Joyce. Just don't stop. Don't stop till you finish it. Yeah. How many? Oh, crochet projects. That I don't know, Lynn. That's a whole different story. I don't keep track of those anywhere, so I don't know. Sue, it has to be special drills. So not a regular drill painting that you put some specials on. Those don't count. If you're doing something that's like all crystals or mostly crystals, that would count. but not something that is mostly regular drills with some special drills on it. Those don't count. We just call those enhancement paintings, right? Where you have mostly regular. I don't need four. I only need three there. I forgot that it's a little harder to do these mysteries because everything is black and white. Now, Craftably did do something interesting with theirs. They have some color behind the black and white symbols. They have some color, but the symbols are definitely black and white. Okay, I'm looking for any more K's. The reason I got confused a little is I got X's in here too. I got X's and K's right in the same spot. There's a K. There's a K. I got a fresh glue dot. Can you tell? Pop, pop, pop. It's noisy. It's loud. All right, I think that's it for the K's. Let's just go ahead and do the X's next. Why not? Why not? Okay, hang on, little Drew. Get back in there. Hi, Jamie. How are you doing? Hello, Anita. Cheryl. Cheryl. Yes. Yes. I'm sad. I'm just sad that he took them down. Oh, I like to have my lights on outside until at least after the first of the year. You know? Yeah. It just made me sad. So I get up. When it gets dark out, I go out in that living room and I turn on that Christmas tree because the Christmas tree's still up, and I'm like, shine bright, shine bright. You can shine all night long for all I care. You know? Oh, he's never done that. I don't know what possessed him. It's not like it's cold now. We could still be taking them down like in the next couple days, and it's not going to be like bitter cold or anything. Sometimes, you know, I'll live, I'll get over it, you know, but he can't touch anything inside. I'm not letting him touch anything inside. Oh, good, Lynn. Going to do our next project with us? Cool. I'm pretty sure we all decided the other day that we're going to do a shawl. So that shouldn't be like a long project. It'll be done in, I don't know how long it'll take, but it's not like the blanket we're making now, which is taking forever. I'm working on my blanket. I've been working on my blanket today. Oof. You bought a mystery kit and it has color on the canvas, not just black and white. Huh. Nice. He checked the weather and he saw the temps were going to be in the 30s. Well, we don't have snow even, you guys. We don't have snow. So, we have taken down decorations in the freezing cold, in the snow, in the ice, like when things have gotten frozen into the ground. Our ground's not even really that frozen right now. It's just not that cold. It has not gotten cold. It's really weird. They were just talking about that on the weather today too, about how unusual it is for us to be having this kind of weather this deep into December. We're at the end of the year, end of December, and it's just not that cold. We don't have snow. Even up in the UP, they don't have snow. That's unusual. The UP, it usually always has snow. Vanessa, you got snow? You're up even more north, up in Canada. You got snow up there? I don't know. We don't have snow. Nobody has snow. It's very strange. You do cross stitch and diamond painting. Nice. Yeah. Lynn, we don't talk about that. Oh, you don't have snow either. See? It's very strange. Places that normally have, at least some snow just don't even have any. It's very odd. Anyhow, I'm certain it won't last. As a matter of fact, I heard on the weather, I heard a rumor that it's supposed to snow tomorrow. But I think it's one of those very light snows, it might dust the ground and probably not even stick around very long. So that could happen. I mean, that could happen tomorrow. So we'll see. But it's strange for sure. So taking down the Christmas decorations outside was not something that was necessary at the time it got done. I'll just say that. It wasn't necessary on that day. I don't know. Honestly, here's my real thought. My real thought is he's bored. That's my thought. He's bored. Okay? And when he gets bored, he starts hunting around looking for things to do. Looking for things to do. And that was just one of those things. I was in here. I was busy. I was doing other stuff. Yeah, last week you had ice fishers. This week, nope, no ice. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not going to be much snow. I know. Yeah. Um, Illinois had snow. Even Vanessa, 20 to 25 where she lives. And normally it is cold there. It has been cold. You've been walking home without your what? Your toque? What? Okay, you got to explain. What is that? A coat? Some sort of a coat? Patty's not getting any snow. No. No. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. Um, but he's bored. He is bored. So remember, he retired last year in November, and you guys remember me talking about it. What it was like when Dale retired. Whew. You know, he was thinking he had to go someplace all the time, every day. He wanted to just go, 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 find something to do, right? So we worked through that. We worked through that, and winter finally finished, and spring came along, and he got a little more settled into some routines, and he started working for the farmer, and that gave him things to do, right? Well, we're kind of back at that point where there's nothing for him to do. Like the farmer doesn't, he's not out putting in gates and working on fencing. And like the farmer guy had asked him about coming over to the assisted living home and helping with a dryer. Dale was all set to do that today, except the guy was like, yeah, I need that done, but I'm going to be too busy to get that done today. So, but soon, I'll let you know soon. So he keeps telling Dale he's got some work for him to do over there. There's some more things to paint, some other things to do, but it just hasn't happened yet. So I'm like, come on, you need to give him some work. Come on, give him some work. Because he really needs something to do. He does. When he's idle, things happen. Things happen. And that's honestly, I think, what happened with the Christmas decorations. He just wanted something to do. You haven't had snow in the last 2 years. That's interesting. Pronounced like, okay, I pronounce like Tiuki. It's a beanie, a hat. Okay. You don't even need a hat. It's not even cold. Okay. Yep. Dale has been retired over a year. Hey, Brandy. Oh, what are you doing? Grading before you have to go back to school? Is this your last minute grading? Is that what you're up to? Hello, Gail. How's Gail? Oh, Cornell, you are not at the end of the live. We only started at 7 o'clock. We're here for a while yet. Welcome. He does. So what he has been doing is he bought this car. I told you about the car? I don't know if I told you about the car. Bought a car from a kid who used to live across the street from him. at his other house before he met me. Um, Bought this car. It's an older car. It's like I think it's a 90 something. Don't quote me because I don't pay attention to that. I really don't. I don't pay attention to that. Not my job. But he bought this car and he got a good deal on the car. The kid technically owed him some money, and so they made a deal. Dale gave him a little bit of cash and a power washer that he'd fixed up that he got for free, and he got this car. Okay, it's a Saturn something. That's all I can tell you. Aura, Saturn, Aura, something like that. I don't know. So Dale's been working on it. Okay. Um, you teachers, I know. I would do the same thing. Honestly, I would wait till the last minute to do all my stuff like that. Vacation was vacation. And the fact that we have to do grades and crap while we're on vacation was just annoying. Yeah, grade papers and bleh. Anyhow, um, so he's been working on the car, and that's been keeping him a little occupied. Like the other day, he was gone for several hours because he went to like a junk yard, a scrap yard, and he just basically rummaged the two vehicles that were there that were the same type of car, and he just took things that he found, like not stuff that it would need. The car didn't need them. Okay. Um, 40s to 60s. Isn't that something? No winter coat even. Oh my goodness, right? So like he found cup holders for the back seat. There was a place where you could put a cup holder, or the cup holder thing was missing or something. So he grabbed one of those off one of the cars, and he got like an engine cover, like this plastic that goes over the engine. I don't know what else he got. A pump for something. A lot of the parts were like not necessary parts to make the car run. Now, he's already replaced the parts that make the car run, okay? And he's still just tinkering with it. That's what he says. He's tinkering with it, making it better. For who? I don't know. I don't know what his plans are for the car. I think at first he thought that Shannon would like the car, and maybe they could work out some arrangement for her to have this car. She doesn't want a car. I mean, she lives on a small little farm with chickens and horses and needs a vehicle that can, haul stuff around, go to the feed store and get feed. And a car is just kind of like, well, that's not the best idea. Um, so she's not really keen on the car idea, although she did see it over Christmas and they talked about it. She kind of likes it a little better. I don't know though. I have no idea what is going to happen. But he has spent some time out in the shop just tinkering around with the car. Okay. Have fun, Brandy. I would not give him a list, Gail. That I don't know. Hey, Brenda. How's Brenda? Hello, Tammy. Brandy has read all of her book for book club. I have not. I have not read it all. I'm reading it. I'm getting there, but I haven't finished it. Yeah, he's not the type of person that I would make a list of things for him to do. I mean, honestly, if I'm honest, I really don't know what I would want him to do. I don't know. What is there around here I need him to do? Really, nothing. I mean, I would really, really have to stretch my imagination to come up with things for him to work on around here. I think he just needs to go back to work for the farmer. There's more to paint. Go paint. Go whatever. But he does. He needs things to do. Wow, these X's go everywhere. They're like all through this thing. It's going to be like a huge hunt and peck thing here for a while. Sherry is almost done reading the book. Well, the section of the book. It's interesting, the book we're reading, I'll tell you. It's interesting. The way it's written is unique. It's written almost like a play. Like they tell you each character's name and then something from about the character. It's interesting. About a rock band. And then Daisy's gonna hook up with the rock band. She's not yet. So we get some little sections that are about Daisy, and then some sections that are about the members of the rock band. Then it goes back to Daisy, and then the rock band, and I'm certain at some point they'll all be together, but they're not currently. It's interesting though. I still think it would be difficult to listen to it and not see like all the name changes and who's talking and stuff like that. But I have the book, so I'm good. I have the book. Um, Hello, Francesca. Ice sculptures. Have Dale make ice sculptures out of what ice? We have to go buy ice. Yes, Jamie. Yep, it is Daisy Jones and the Six. Mm-hmm. Yep. Lynn's got a long list. You know, Sue, I have mentioned that to him, and he has no desire. He has absolutely no desire to do stuff like that. The man is more mechanical. It's mechanical. If it's, motors and engines and stuff like that, that's what attracts his attention. Matter of fact, today I was on the computer and he was like, are you done on there for a minute? I'm like, I can be. He said, I want to look up something. I'm like, what are you trying to look up? He goes, I want to look up water softeners. I'm like, water softeners. Okay. He said, yeah, we need a new water softener. I'm like, okay. Why do you think we need a new water softener? He is not happy with the softness of the water. Do you guys remember my story about the sheets? He just came in. I don't know if he can hear me. But remember the story about the sheets? We needed new sheets because they were pilling? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's that way. There's a whole series on Amazon about it. That's interesting. He does. He really does. You're right. A food truck. Well, Lynn's listening to it again. Lynn. Lynn. She always joins us for book club. She always goes way far ahead. She doesn't stay on our assignment. That's our sweet Lynn for you. Then she comes and she shows up in our book discussion chats and she's like, oh, that's what you think? Oh, well, we got surprises for you. She never tells us anything. She doesn't let any information out of the bag, but she likes to taunt us with the fact that she knows stuff. She knows stuff that we don't know. Yes, that's what she does. Dear sweet Lynn. Oh, Lynn. I gotta laugh. Sue was going to read the book with us this time. And she went and she bought the book through, I don't know what it was, Google or somewhere. She bought the book. And it must have been cheap, And she's like, so I started listening to it. And I couldn't listen to it. Yes, Sherry. Right? Oh. Brenda, maybe it's all related. The pilling, the water softener, the sheet. Maybe it's all a thing. I don't know. It could be. Google Play. There. Oh, you spent $14.99 for it on Google Play? Can't you get it on Amazon? Isn't audio for less than that? Or somewhere else? Anyhow. Yes, book club jail, Francesca. There you go. Junk sculptures. That would be interesting, Deborah. she started to listen to it and she couldn't understand it. It was in German. I'm like, how did you get a book in German? I don't understand. But it was in German. So she returned it. Man, I didn't realize it was like an expensive book. I can't believe you can't find it someplace else on audio or whatnot. But anyhow, it's an interesting book. Interesting book. As we said before we even started reading it, it's from back in the 70s. So it's all about, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. In that order or not in that order. I don't know. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. It's better to listen to it on audio than reading it. Really, Sue? See, I would have been confused, I think, if I was trying to listen to it versus reading it and seeing the character names change and whatnot. Can't justify buying any more. Sometimes you can borrow them from libraries. I know that Sue often does that, borrows them from her library. Apparently it wasn't available. Wasn't available at the library. Yes, sir.
Another hour?
Another, 40, 50 minutes, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing? Yeah, he's gone. So today he was cleaning the inside of this car. He vacuumed, cleaned everything up, got those nifty cup holders in the back seat, all that fun stuff. Hi. Before I went live, but they can probably go out. And then he went and cleaned the seats, like with our carpet cleaner. There's a handheld part. So he's cleaning the seats. I was like, okay, cleaning the seats. All right. So then when he was done cleaning the seats, he had some cleaner left in the carpet cleaner, and he came in and he was like, there was a couple spots, right? And I'm like, yep, there's a couple spots. Well, we'll need to vacuum first. And I'm like, okay, I'll vacuum. So I vacuumed, and then he cleaned up a couple spots, and he made dinner, hamburgers on the grill. And then that whole time he was making dinner and stuff, he said, remind me that the car is running. And I'm like, okay. He goes, yeah, I turned the car on, let it run, turn the heat on to help like dry the seats. And I was like, okay, perfect. So he's had the car out there running with the heat on, drying the seats. So that's where he's just been, is out there moving his truck into the garage, moving the cars around, stuff like that. Yeah. So he's been tinkering today, and it's been nice. He's been out there tinkering around, and that has allowed me to be in here tinkering around. I did a lot of things today, you guys. I did a lot of things. Let's see, what else did I do today? I was gathering up all that stuff, all those projects. I was doing that. I ironed. And no, I did not iron clothes. I did not iron any clothes. I ironed canvases, right? Not the first time, won't be the last time I've ironed canvases. Even though they look like they're pretty flat and I lay them out and do all that stuff. You haven't started listening to it, Marianne? Oh, so you didn't tell me you got it from the library. You just told me you weren't going to read it because you returned the German one. And so you weren't going to read the book. I didn't know you got it from the library. It's not a new book, so it would seem like it would be pretty easy to get through the library, Newer books, like if we read like new books, they're They're a little harder to get through your library, more of a waiting list or whatnot. But this one's been around for a while, so I'm thinking it's easier to get your hands on it. I just bought it, of course. I've had it for a while though too. I didn't buy it recently. It's been sitting here for I don't even know how long, quite a while. We were talking about reading this book months and months and months ago, so we finally got to it. I got to tell you, hello, Liz. How are you? Ready for smashing the specials, Liz? That's a silly question, isn't it? I know. I can't stand those creases, Sherry. I can't stand them. Molly, I do a whip and chat every week. My whip and chats go out on Wednesdays on my channel, and lives are every Saturday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then I do a book discussion on Tuesdays, and I do a crochet live on Friday afternoons. Right? I know it's a lot. It's a lot, but I love all of it. I have so much fun doing that stuff. I love talking about the books, reading the books. I love the crochet lives. I mean, I love all of it. We have a good time. I'm going to tell you about one of my happiest mom moments. Okay. Now, all of those out there that have children, there's just certain things that happen sometimes that as a mom or a dad, I suppose, but I'm a mom. They just make you smile. Something happens and it makes your day. Well, the other night we happened to have Josh with us and we went to Jackson's birthday party. So Jackson had a birthday. He turned 7. Woohoo, he's 7, right? So after the birthday party, Josh was asking about stopping at Target. And I'm like, we can stop at Target. What are you looking for at Target, right? And he goes, I think I want to get a book. And I was like, what? But wait, what kind of a book? What kind of a book? And he's like, I don't know. I just, a book to read. I just feel like maybe reading a book. And when he said that, I was like, yeah, you've never said that before, ever. I don't think I've ever heard you say you want a book, you know? And I was like, let's go. Let's go. We are going to the store. Let's go. I was all for it. Let's go to the store. Let's go book shopping together. That was like, I was so happy. I was like, you just made my day. You made my week, my month. I said, I'm going to go book shopping with my kid. And it was one of those things. It was just a moment. I was like, oh, I'm so happy. So it's interesting. It's like a fantasy, and I can't even remember the name of it right now. I can't remember it, but it was a fantasy. Um, and it was a fantasy that I can't remember. I really can't remember. Something to do with like some Hunger Games that meets something. I don't know, but he couldn't find it. The short story is, here we are. We're in Target. We're looking all over the place. We're looking for all these books. We can't find the book. They didn't have it. And it said that they did. Okay, it said that they did, but he had the wrong store on his phone. So this store actually didn't. All right. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I know, right, Deborah? That's my whole point, is that he doesn't just sit ever and read a book. Well, he has a friend. He has a friend, and she is a friend. Okay. Don't get any ideas. Okay. We're not going there. But they were talking, and she was talking about this book she was going to start reading and whatnot. And he was like, oh, it sounds good. And she said, well, you should get it, we can like read it together and talk about it. And I was like, that is so much fun to do. Yes, you should do that. And so that's what he was going to do, is get this book and then, have a little book discussion chat with this friend of his. I was so happy. It was just one of those moments. Touched my heart. And I was like, yes. I remember we're in Target, and I remember even looking at him and going, this is one of the happiest moments of my life. I am book shopping with my kid. And of course, he's looking at me like, Mom, stop it. It ain't that deep, right? It's not that deep. But I was like, it made my day. Made my day. So, yeah. Now, I have no preconceived notions that that's ever going to happen again. Or, this may be the only book he ever buys. So he ended up ordering it. He did order it, and he got his book today, he said. Had to order it on Amazon because we could not find it anywhere locally. So he bought it on Amazon. He's ready to start reading. I'm going to have to ask him later, did you start reading your book? Did you start it? How's it going? um, if we didn't do our book club super fast, with a ton of pages every week to read, I might be able to talk him into maybe getting one of our books and joining along. I was telling him about tomorrow. Right, Joe? What would we do without it? What would we do without Amazon? You can get a book in the next day, pretty much, right? Time to drop everything and go to the bookstore. That is right. Yes, yes. Our next book starts this Tuesday, so we will finish. We're finishing. No, that's not right. I'm wrong. We finished that book. We finished the last book, and we've already started the next book, but we've only started the first few pages. Well, I think it's like 70 or 75 pages in. So, I mean, you could get it right now, Bonnie. It is Daisy Jones and the Six. And by Tuesday, if you're a fast reader, you could be caught up and read it with us. So, yeah, I might, if this continues, which I don't know if it will. I don't know. I think he's kind of been bored lately a little bit because it's like this weird time of the year. He got this new job, but they haven't had any work for like a week, you know, because it's moving. It's like furniture moving, stuff like that. And they just haven't had work. So he's been sitting around at home a lot lately with like nothing to do. I mean, he's got his internet and he's got his games and his Xbox and what, but I mean, can you imagine if you just stayed at home all day for multiple days in a row? And I don't know. I think he's bored. Honestly, he's bored. And if he's got this girl, this friend that wants to read this book and, you know, like discuss it with him, he's kind of into that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep asking him about it though. How's the book going? You liking the book? you know, anything to like encourage that. Yes, encourage it. So, um, I was going to tell you what else I did today. We got totally off track with what else I've been doing today. So after ironing, it's very strange. I always say it's very strange that I'll iron canvases, right? I'll iron, right. He's like, Mom, settle down. Oh, look, I made whiskers. I didn't even realize I made whiskers until I just looked up at the video. What was I going to say? I always find it strange that I don't iron my clothes. I don't iron my clothes, but I will iron my canvases, right? I'll iron canvases, but not my clothes. Interesting. Uh-huh. I don't even take the plastic off, Sherry. I leave the plastic right on when I iron mine. I just use a very low heat on my iron, and I just iron it like a lot, I iron it a lot. Oh my gosh, Bonnie, that's so funny. You found the German version. That's hilarious. Yeah. I did talk with Sue on the phone. Yes, I did that. But I was busy. I was still doing other stuff when I was talking on the phone, too. So after ironing the canvases and not my clothing, then I wound up yarn. I wound up yarn. I did link an ironing video, by the way. I linked an ironing video in my Smash and the Specials video. I don't know if anybody will know it's there or look for it, but I'm telling you guys, my How to Iron Canvases video is linked in the description box of Smash and the Specials because I apparently talked about ironing canvases. I don't remember. I don't remember what I talked about. I know I told you guys about Smash and the Specials, but I don't know what else I said. You know, it's like when I sit here and I talk all day long into a camera, I say all kinds of things. I cannot be held responsible for what I say. I don't remember half of what I say sometimes. I don't. Anyhow, yeah. Yeah, I don't take the plastic off either, Tammy. I'll leave it right on there. And I don't put a towel on top of my canvas either. I put a towel on my countertop, but I don't put a towel over the canvas even. I just iron right on the back of the canvas. Just very low heat. Very low heat. Yep. Try it, Sherry. If you use a low enough heat setting on your iron, it's not going to do anything to your painting. Now, I have got them to where they've like warped before and got wrinkly on the edges and stuff, but that's because my iron was too hot. So I just remember start super, super low heat. If you have to turn it up because it's not really doing anything with your wrinkles, then you turn it up just slightly. But if you start with low heat, you should be good. It's not going to damage anything. It's not going to hurt that plastic on the front. I do then, after I iron it, I flip it over and I pull the plastic back, just to make sure it's not sticking on there or anything like that. But I can't stand, especially when we're doing special drills, and the special drills are all partials, unless you're doing something full crystals, they're all partial. And you see so much of that canvas. And if you have wrinkles in it, I think they just stick out like a sore thumb, and I can't stand it. So I have made the mistake in the past of just grabbing a painting and just going to town at it, putting down all my drills. And then I go back and I look at it and I'm like, there's wrinkles in it. Now, what am I going to do with the wrinkles? What do I do about the wrinkles? I can't stand it. So even though they look pretty flat, and I mean, they do look pretty flat when I show them on film, they still have those creases, those wrinkly creases in them. And I don't like them. I want them gone. So I iron all of them. I think I iron all of them. I got a whole box full right now that are ironed up and ready to go. Ironed and ready to go. So a lot of them are paintings I didn't get to in August. This is interesting. Let me tell you guys this. This is something I noticed. I was showing special drills, and one of them was flat. Ironed it for the last one. Okay. It will save time, Sherry. Yeah. Then you don't have to worry about getting paper and all that stuff. Yeah. Uh-huh. So, yeah, putting them under cushions or books or boxes or heavy things has never really, really worked for me. It like doesn't get them out. It doesn't get them out completely. So, yeah, it doesn't get them out completely. Now, what was I saying before that? What was I saying? Something about Oh, I know. Um, as I was gathering up stuff that I have finished in 2023, of course, January, I started with January. What did I complete in January? Well, January was a smash in the specials, right? And in January, you guys, I only had, I believe it's 15 different things I finished in January. And I was like, well, that wasn't very many, right? Now flip to August when we did Smash in the Specials again in August, and I was at like 25, 25 or 26 things that I'd finished. I cruised in August. I got a lot done in August. And I started thinking, why? What was going on? What caused the big difference? And it dawned on me. What caused the difference between January and August? You guys know what it is? Anybody have a clue? Hello, Karen. How's my Karen? um, they can stay for months. Well, maybe if they stay under something heavy for months, it might work, but I'm not that patient. Leave them hidden for months, I guess. Um, Anybody have a clue why I would have gotten more done in August than I did in January? I've got a theory. I have a theory. When did Dale retire, you guys? I mean, I'm asking you like you know. Dale retired in November. And what did Dale want to do? Remember what Dale wanted to do when he retired? Yeah, go places. Always wanting to go somewhere. He still had that, I got to get up, I got to go someplace, I got to do something today. Well, you know, he wasn't going by himself when he was doing all this. Hey, let's go to Menards. Hey, let's go to Walmart. How about we go this place or that place or the next place? He wasn't going alone, right? No, he wasn't going alone. Who's going with him? Me, of course. Why didn't I get more done? Why didn't I get more done? Nope, nope, Karen, that's a good guess though, but that wasn't until March. No. Yeah, Shannon knew. Shannon had it. Mm-hmm. Nope, it wasn't the retreat, wasn't vacation, wasn't any of those things. Those were all much later in the year. Yep. Yeah, and it wasn't babysitting either. It wasn't babysitting because I'm talking about January, even in August. August, we did have kids in August. I mean, it wasn't all the time, it was a couple of days a week, but I still got stuff done in August. And they were here. But that January, whew, January was rough, man. He wanted to just go, 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 go. I don't remember when he started working, Tammy. I think it was actually in February. Hang on. I know when it was. Hang on. That's another thing I did today. I switched over my calendars. So I took my 2023 calendar, and I wrote all of the details I needed onto my 2024 calendar. So let's see. No, January, he did not work. No. Nope, he did not. He started working in March. He started working in March. Yep. Yes, Joe needs to do some smashing the specials. I know, Joe, you would have thought I would have been outside more in August, but I wasn't. There wasn't much to do outside in August because, I mean, everything was planted. Everything was planted. And I just went out there and looked at it. Everything was growing in August. I would just go out and look at it. I didn't have to do anything, right? Yeah. So I really had time on my hands in August. I think Dale was busy. Um, Even when the kids were here, he would be outside with them. He would take them outside. They'd be running around. The kids would be out back, hiding out in the woods. And, he was outside. And yeah, but January, ooh, January. Oh, it did take some time. It for sure took some time for him to get settled into some routines and find things to do. Um, I'm honestly a little concerned about this winter. What's going to happen this winter? I don't know. It could be bad. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I've had a little taste of it since Christmas, you know, because he hasn't been doing anything. He hasn't been working for the farmer. All he's really had on his plate is this car. And that's not like every day, you know? It's just a little bit here and there. He goes and tinkers with it. But winter, like I said, I've had a little taste of him just being home, just being here. Like multiple days, multiple days. It's 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And he's still in bed with his phone watching TikTok. And I'm like, okay, all right. I've been up. I've been up for hours. I've been up, let the dogs out, gotten into the living room, gotten cozy on the couch with the dogs. I'm crocheting. Now, I might fall asleep, maybe, because I'm so relaxed, but I've been up and I've been doing things. He's still asleep. And then he'll get up, brush his teeth. You're getting all the business. He'll get up and brush his teeth and get his phone. And there he is, back in the warm bed, watching TikTok. I am certain I did not get all of these X's, but that's okay. We're going to put these away for now, and we'll come back and we'll get the stragglers later. We'll get stragglers later. There you go. That was black, by the way. Working on a Michael's kit. Nice. I know. Seeing the special drills are so much fun. And inevitably, somebody out there is going to post something that I look at and I go, that is awesome. And I've never seen that before. Where'd you get that? As much as I look around at special drill stuff, you would think that I would have seen most of it, but somebody always finds something that I've never seen. And I'm like, that's cool. I like that. Of course, then I have to go hunt for it, If it's something I really, really like, I got to hunt for it. Stick some books in his hands. Dale is not a book reader. He is not a book reader. Well, unless it's a car manual. He has been reading the car manuals lately. He got that manual for that car, and he's been looking up stuff in there. And yeah, funny. No, he's not. He's not a book reader. He's got to be doing something with his hands. He's got to be making stuff or fixing stuff or tinkering with stuff. That's him. Mm-hmm. Bonnie, I have heard nothing but good things about the Michaels kits. Nothing but good things. Yep. You've been a lazy bum on vacation, Joe? Imagine if you were on a permanent vacation, Joe. How would that be? Right? Right? Yeah, find one that I haven't seen, Cheryl. All right, Cheryl, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Oh, that's funny. I'll comment too. I'll be like, hey, that's cool. Where'd you get that? Or something, Yep. I mean, when you have hundreds, literally hundreds of special drill projects, you guys. Yeah. And I know you guys might get tired of them, but Okay, the gnomes are back, folks. Gnomes are back. And they have come with a vengeance. Let me tell you, the gnomes have come back with a vengeance. There are so many special drill gnomes, and they're different, like, kinds. Let me just say they're like different types, different kinds. They're coming on strong. They're coming on strong. I'm like, I gotta hold myself back. Don't get all gnomes. No, don't get all gnomes. The people don't want to see just gnomes. You might, but they don't. I have to hold myself down. And when they have like a set that all kind of look similar, like there's some that are got butterfly wings. They're like butterflies on their back, but they're a gnome. And there's like 5 of them. And I'm like, um, uh, okay, I'll get one. I'll get one. Maybe I'll go back at some point and I'll get the others. I don't know. Sure, we have hundreds too. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, your grandchildren lost interest in the stickers. Well, the other day I watched Jackson the other afternoon, um, and we watched TV and we played action figures. I got to be Jessie. You tell me, you all know who Jessie is. I'm certain you all know who Jessie is. I got to be Jessie. All afternoon I was Jessie. I actually, with the action figure, with the Jessie figurine, I was Jessie. And at one point, I got all my Smashing the Special, well, not all. I've got a selection of Smashing the Special items upstairs in the kitchen because I was making the video and whatnot. And he sees keychains and they're snowmen. And he's like, I want to make a snowman. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you know how keychains come, right? There's 5 or 6 in the package. And we're going to make one snowman. And I'm like, okay. So we did. We made one snowman keychain. Now, did he do the whole thing? No. He kind of lost patience when you get to, like the clear, when there's a ton of it. He kind of loses his patience. He says, you can do that letter. You can do that one. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I'll do that letter. Okay. I don't know when they stopped selling them. I have no idea, Anita. I mean, over Christmas, they still had Diamond Art Clubs. So I don't know. The mini wood trays where you diamond paint the base. Mini wood trays. Diamond paint the base. I don't know, Gail. I don't know if I've seen those. Sherry has one. I don't know if I've seen what you're talking about. I don't know. Yeah, it could be different stores. That is true. Yeah. Right? I know, Paula. You just have to hold it down sometimes. Gwenda. Serving trays. I've seen the serving trays, like placemats. They're calling them placemats, I think, right? Placemats, so they're bigger than coasters. I have not gotten any of those yet. I think I've ordered some. I think I've ordered some, but I don't have them in my possession yet. Yeah, I was Jessie from Toy Story. Exactly. That's exactly who I was. Jessie from Toy Story. And of course, he was Woody. Yeah, he was Woody. I was Jessie. I mean, He did have some other little characters here too. They were from, like, he got some trucks one truck had a motorcycle and it had a little guy that would drive the motorcycle, and another truck had a quad and he had a driver. So he brought those two. I did get to be like I think I was the motorcycle driver for a while. So I was the motorcycle driver and Jessie. Oh, how fun. How fun, 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 right? Then saw him today. You showed me one of the trays on a video. I don't remember, Sherry. I don't remember that. Huh. Oh, I totally know what you're talking about now. You're talking about the wooden trays. They're 4 pieces, like a serving tray, a bigger tray. And it's got the plexiglass that goes, yes, I have one. I have one of those. Yes. Thank you. It just came to me. I'm like, trays, wood trays. I, okay, because I kept thinking of something else. I kept thinking of something else because there's there's like some new boxes out there, and I kept thinking that these wooden boxes, which are really cute. I'm going to order one of those. They're wooden boxes that you diamond paint, and they're like shaped like I want to say there's a butterfly and uh, there's some that were like wolf heads or something. I can't remember for sure, but that kept popping into my brain. That's why I couldn't get past that. I couldn't get past that. Yeah. Yeah, there is no Paw Patrolling around here, Sue. I mean, Paw Patrol, that was younger years. Younger years. They've all moved on from Paw Patrol, for sure. We watched a lot of TV the other day, though, too. We watched some shows I'd never seen on TV. He didn't really care. It was just it's Disney Channel and, all the cartoony stuff. And, it was fine. But we played. He drew me a picture. We made the snowman keychain. He wanted to just go outside, and I'm like, it wasn't really nice enough to go outside. I mean, I would have said sure, but it was not that nice outside. It's kind of just cold and ugh, you know. So we didn't want to go running around outside, but anyhow, yep. So I got yarn wound up today to work on my cowl, which was one of my Advent boxes. So I got that all wound up. It's 12 mini skeins now, 12 mini balls. I got 12 mini cakes. That's what I got. 12 mini cakes. So I want to work on that. I've been working on the blanket. Oh my goodness, the blanket. Our homework for this week is to connect all of our squares together and be ready to put the border on it. There are, what are there? 8 rows of 6 squares in each row. Yeah, that's how many there are. That's how many we have to put together. That's how many we got to put together. So it's a bit of a job. It's a bit of work. I have 4 rows put together. I got those 4, and I'm like, well, that's halfway. That's halfway, right? Yeah. So I decided that I was going to join those rows together since I was halfway. And before I got them all mixed up, because, you got to put them all together in the order. Well, excuse me. I suppose you don't have to, but since I've taken all the time to follow their diagram and put them in the correct order, I'm going to try to make sure it's right. So tonight after dinner, well, before dinner actually too, I started putting some of my strips together. So I have 2 of them together, and I've started adding a third strip. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will really, really technically have half of this blanket put together. I'll have half. Now, I wish I could blink my eyes and be done, because it's not fun. I'm just gonna say it's not fun. I'm not having a good time with it. Okay. I know the red hair. There are times when you look at him and you just go, Ron Weasley, what are you doing? Because he looks just like Ron Weasley, I swear. And that is something I'm certain he has heard many times, and it's not going to be the last time he hears it because he looks like Ron. He does. Which is so funny because Josh, Josh, many times got called or told that he looked like Harry Potter. And I mean, it's true. I mean, I would say it's true. So here, my son looks like Harry Potter, and my grandson looks like Ron Weasley. What's going on? What's going on? Oh my goodness. And they both love Harry Potter and the movies and stuff. Yeah, that kid's a hoot though. He's watched Harry Potter. He knows Harry Potter. Apparently, apparently one of his favorite shows lately is Big Brother. I was like, what? Big Brother. And the other one is Survivor. I'm like, so first of all, I'm certain, at 7, he misses out a lot on the inappropriate stuff. If you know what I mean. I haven't watched those shows in forever, but I'm certain that kind of stuff just goes over his head. And what he really wants to watch are the games, the little games they play, the little challenge things they do. That's what he's more interested in. I'm like, okay, well, all right. um, I remember when my kids were young, there were several like children's game shows on like Nickelodeon and stuff. There was one that was like Tiki Guys, and there was the Slime Show, and what other shows were there? There were like, you watch both of those, Joe. Well, you and Jackson would, you guys could hang. Well, apparently you would have to wait for a new season though, because he's all caught up. Are you caught up, Joe? Because he's caught up. Like, okay, all right then. But yeah, aren't there just some good kids like game shows anymore? I don't know. I don't watch kids TV. Oh, the symbol I just looked for is an AB. Should we do some ABs for a minute? Why not? Let's do some ABs. Yellow, AB. Yeah. You're all caught up too? All right, well. I guess you have to wait for the next season. What will you watch instead? That's what I need to ask him. What are you going to watch now? If you're all caught up, what do you watch now? Oh boy. How funny. Yeah, it's interesting when I try to find, some decent kids TV. Okay, and here's the difference. There's a distinct difference between children. You know this, right? Like Jackson will actually sit and watch TV. He sits and watches TV. Now, he might get up a little bit, wander around after a while, especially when it's TV, like regular TV and it's got commercials. Commercials don't keep his attention. Oh my gosh. The other grandkids, no, no. When they were here at Christmas and Dale took 2 of the kids to get pizza and left one behind, and the one that stayed behind asked to watch Santa Paws. So I got Santa Paws, this movie, got it out, got it in, watching Santa Paws. And I'm like, okay, we'll just sit and chill for a while and quiet and watch Santa Paws. I was wrong. I was very wrong. 5 minutes of watching a movie does not, in my opinion, equate to watching a movie. You know what I mean? All that, get it in the player, get the volume, get the different remote control, all that stuff, get it all going. And you're going to sit there for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm like, what? Yeah. So those kids don't ever just sit and watch TV. Never sit and watch TV. Guts and yeah, right. That was one of them. That's it, Molly. That Legends of the Hidden Temple. Yes. We used to watch that all the time. And that is really what I think he wants to watch is just the fun game stuff, you know? And then the slime game, Family Double Dare. Yes. Are those still out there? Is there shows like that anymore? I don't know. But that I think that's exactly what he would like to watch. That kind of stuff. But I don't know if you can still find them. You said you did find some on YouTube. That would require us going downstairs to the basement to watch the TV downstairs because the TV upstairs we can't get YouTube on. The TV upstairs is old. It's going to get replaced, I'm certain, pretty soon. Dale just keeps looking and looking, and I think he's about to bite the bullet and get a newer TV for upstairs. I have no idea how old the TV is that we watch upstairs because, well, I'll just say he had it when I met him again. And we've been married for 12 years. So it's at least that old and older because I don't know how long he had it before that, right? It's like a dinosaur now, right? Isn't it like a relic maybe? Should it be in a museum? I don't know. It's old though. And I don't think he's gonna last much longer with that TV upstairs. I don't. Now, we can't get a huge TV for upstairs. We got a big TV downstairs, which I'm certain that's where he's at right now. Is downstairs watching the TV downstairs. He's probably watching YouTube. Some of his junk garage guys on YouTube he watches. That's probably exactly what he's doing. But I'm ready for an update. I'm ready for an upgraded TV upstairs. We should have a nice TV upstairs, right? Yes. We deserve a new TV upstairs. I'm going to have to check YouTube. I mean, we could go downstairs and watch TV downstairs. It's just that it's colder. It's colder down there. I don't like it being cold. But, we can get the blanket and all that. There is a electric fireplace down there. It throws off some heat. I'll bet you when I go downstairs, I would bet you right now, he's down there, he's in the recliner, which he's got pushed right up to the little fireplace and the TV. So we got this huge, huge TV down there, right? This huge TV. And yet the recliner is right up close to the TV, because that's where the fireplace is. You could sit on the other end of the basement and see the TV just fine. But it's on the fireplace thing. So he'll be down there. He'll have his blanket. It's a lighthouse blanket. I don't even know where he got it. It's got lighthouses on it. So he'll be bundled up in his lighthouse blanket, reclined back in the recliner, feet out near the fireplace, watching some car dudes. I'll let you know later if I'm correct. Okay. I'll maybe even take a picture or something. I'll let you know. He could be asleep, but probably not. He hasn't been down there long enough to be asleep. I know. They had some great deals. TVs are one of the things that really came down in price. They're not that expensive anymore to get a nice TV. So, look at the progress I made. I did good, you guys. Look. This was easy because that was all color blocking. But for hunting and pecking, I got a lot in there, right? Ugh. It takes a long time. These are harder to do, for sure. For sure. They're hard to do. I still see lots of check marks in there. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to head downstairs and see if my prediction is accurate or not. And that's true. It doesn't take long. And he has been outside working today. He could be passed out down there. I don't know. Have a good New Year's, you guys, tomorrow. We're not going anywhere. For years, we have gotten together with his group of friends. They're all older than us, by the way. We're the young ones. um, but they always get together and have like a euchre party at somebody's house. But something has happened. Something has happened in the friend group. There's some drama and they're not getting together. I was like, oh, hmm. So there's no euchre party on New Year's Eve. What am I going to do? What am I going to do with myself? I have no idea. It's been years since I've sat home on New Year's Eve. Hmm. I probably watch YouTube. I hope somebody's doing something on New Year's Eve on YouTube. You know what? I'm actually all caught up on all of the people that I'm subscribed to also. What's going on? Man, nothing to watch on YouTube. Hmm. Oh well. Okay. I will let you guys go and have a have a great New Year's Eve and let's look forward to 2024. Let's rock it in, I guess, you know? Woohoo! All right. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out and spending some time with me. It's always fun to see everybody. Thanks, you guys.